Today we're going to be talking about knives that I carry here in Brazil. Now, I'm not a lawyer, but I did my own research and I am going to tell you what I found. According to some websites that I looked up and some of the laws I looked into, I also talked to a couple of stores that are in Brazil, and they said that if you're in Rio de Janeiro, the state of Rio de Janeiro, you can have a knife on you concealed. Doesn't matter if it's fixed or folded. It has to be under 3.5 inches. But it doesn't matter what type of knife. It's a switchblade or double-edged knife. It doesn't matter. That's what they told me, and that's what also I found in my own research as well. In other states of Brazil, though, it has to be a similar thing, but the knife just has to be under 4 inches. My use case was I needed a knife that was under 3.5 inches because I was going to be in the states of Rio de Janeiro and all the other states as well. I want to be able to carry the same knife everywhere I go. Another requirement I needed was that these knives did not need to be used with a belt. I know sometimes I go swimming and I have swimming trunks, so I don't always have a belt on me, but I still like to carry a knife on me. So I went ahead and made sure all the knives I picked didn't require a belt. Another thing I also decided to go with as well is instead of a pocket knife, I didn't want to have a knife in my pocket. You can kind of tell it's a pocket knife while it's in your pocket. And I didn't want to cause any trouble. I didn't want anyone to see me and see a knife in my pocket. So I went ahead and went with a fixed blade inside the waistband knife. And what I do is I carry appendix style. And so these are the knives I chose. The first knife here I'll talk about is I chose a KBAR TDI knife. Small, lightweight, very easy to handle. It's a very nice knife. I love this knife. It's very sharp too when it comes out of the box. Didn't like the stock sheath that it came with. I've seen online that this metal piece tends to break a little bit. It gets worn and doesn't hold its retention very well. And also doesn't work very well inside the waistband without a belt. I still brought one along just as a replacement, but I didn't really care for it. I also don't like too that when you go to grab it and you pull it out, your hand is not all the way next to the blade where it should be. It should be like this. So don't care for the stock sheath, so I went with a different sheath. And this one's great. I like it. When it came. And the link to this sheath is in the description below. I like it. It looks really cool. You can do a bunch of different Kydex, different color options, which is really nice. They also have a bunch of different clips that you could choose when you buy this sheath. It's great. When you buy it though, the retention is a little weird. I found it very hard to put back into the sheath the knife, so I had to loosen up the tension a little bit so it's easier to put back in. And I went ahead and went with the Altai clips on their website. It's nice. I really like the Altai clips. However, I'm getting a little bit of surface rust. Probably was because I was at the beach and it's a lot of salt water there, and it's also very humid here in Brazil. But that's just surface rust. You could easily take that off if you need to. But the Altai clips are great. The nice thing about the Altai clips is once you put them on, you basically know that they're on your pants for sure. Yeah, you don't need a belt with it. Very, very, very secure. Though I wish the Altai clips I wish this Altai clip was smaller, but that's an Altai clip issue. That's a different brand than the company that makes the sheath. I also noticed though that the Altai clips were a little difficult to close and open, so I had to file them down a little bit. The part here, so it's easier to open and close, because it was just almost impossible to open and close these things. It is just tough. So. Love the TDI knife with this other brand sheath. There's also other brands of sheaths out there that you might want to check out, but I really like this one so far. And also gives you that good grip, that good master grip as soon as you get the grip on it. You don't have to readjust your hand after you pull it out. Very good. The other knife too that we got is the Benchmade SOCP Knight. I really like this knife as well. This is the longer one. This is the standard size. And this is the mini SOCP knife. I think they're great. They're great knives. They're very easy to put in your pants. You just basically clip it on like this, and you're all set to go. Very nice. The only thing I found that with the larger SOCP knife is that if you're appendix carrying it like this, it's pretty long. It's going to be digging into your nachos. It's going to hurt a little bit if you're moving around or bending over. It's uncomfortable. I don't care for the longer one at all when I carry appendix with this. So I recommend going with the mini if you're going to appendix carry the SOCP knife. It's perfect, and it's very inconspicuous, I guess you could say, incognito. I like to take this when I go to the beach. I always take this in my swimming trunks because, you know, when you go to the beach and you're taking your shirt off and you're about to go swimming, really easy because it doesn't look like a knife. So you can take it off and no one will even know what it is because it doesn't look like a knife. Easily take it off and put it in your backpack, go swimming, and then come back and then slip it right back into your swimming shorts and you're good to go. That way you always have a knife on you. That's just how I like to always walk around with a knife on me no matter where I'm at. It's a great knife. I definitely recommend the mini if you're going to carry it on you inside your waistband. But if you're going to be carrying the Vertex SOCP sling, I have another video on that sling in the description below. I definitely recommend the larger SOCP knife. There's no real disadvantage of having the larger knife in that SOCP sling. Why not have a larger blade if you can in that sling? I'd rather have that than the mini just because this blade's longer. And I also will include a picture of different sizes so you guys can see what it looks like. Overall though, here's the knives here. Here's the larger SOCP knife, and this is the KBAR TDI knife. Definitely recommend. And this is what I carry every day in Brazil. One of these knives. I usually carry either the SOCP knife, the mini, or the TDI KBAR knife on me all the time. Cool. Thank you.